What's up guys, so I'm back here with another video this week, and you can probably tell by the setup that this is probably not going to be a normal video. So basically from the title of the video you can probably tell that today I'm not talking about marketing, I'm not talking about Facebook ads or anything related to SEO. Basically I wanted to take some time to sit down with you guys and really just talk about how I stay motivated. And I guess where I want to steer the conversation to start with is probably this whole idea of your career doesn't necessarily always have to equate to your passion. And I say this because I think a lot of people get really misconstrued with the idea that whatever you're doing always has to make money. And that's not always the case. People might have a passion for fishing or painting, but they also work as an engineer. And so this is a good example for probably like 80 to 90% of the population. Not everyone is an entrepreneur that makes a lot of money and that's doing what they so-called love. I think to be super realistic with you guys, you really want to figure out, one thing which might be your passion, whether it's sports, music, art, and to really figure out something that can provide a source of income for yourself. I think figuring out those things as a goal, maybe finding the first two steps to achieve those goals, is probably your best bet first before anything else. And really how I want to wrap up this thought is the whole idea of starting something. You don't necessarily have to make money from something that you want to start. It can be a passion project, it can be a side business. You don't always have to make money, and necessarily it doesn't always have to provide you fulfillment in the sense that it's your career or it's your passion. But starting something off the whim and doing maybe one or two things to really plan that to get you started is probably the best recommendation I have for you guys and to stay motivated. For a lot of people, including myself, I am super goal oriented in the sense that I need to have kind of like an end kind of goal in mind. It doesn't necessarily have to be a clear win. I don't need to say that I make X amount of dollars by this time, but if I have a business for myself by maybe 2 years from now that is generating a sufficient amount of income, that'd be super awesome. I guess to really sum it up, based on what I just said, is to have small goals for yourself. I think that's really important, to have small quick wins, whether it's doing a 5K run every day, or cutting out X amount of carbs every day because you wanted to diet or something. I think that, and in conjunction with what I just said earlier about passions and career, really do go hand in hand with each other, and that would really motivate me on a day-to-day basis with anything that I'm doing. I think that a network of connections or people that you can ask for questions definitely does help. And so I would urge you guys, especially during these times when everyone is at home basically, to take this time to reach out to new people, to learn more about different things that you want to learn about, whether it's through industry professionals or people on social media. If you want to just connect with someone, connect with them. I don't think it really hurts anybody to reach out. And the reason why I would say connecting with different people and networking with different people really helped me stay motivated in life was probably because in my university, basically the program that I graduated from university, really urged the idea of networking and building your network to really rely on in terms of jobs or information or connections to other people as well. And so I really have to owe it to them to give me that foundation, because I remember when I was in, I think I was in my second year of university, I reached out to this vice president of HR at this bank, and I had no intention of getting a job. Basically, I was just kind of I don't know if I want to major and work in HR. I didn't know if I want to do accounting. I didn't know if I want to work in marketing. When I met with the VP, basically he just told me about his company, his experience working in HR, and it wasn't necessarily sales provoking. I didn't want to make anything out of it. I just kind of wanted to get to know him, his experience, and kind of get insight into working in the industry. Because as someone who was in second year, didn't even declare his major yet, I was kind of I don't know what to do, and I need to figure out who knows, and if I know who knows, then I need to connect with those people right away. And And so that's what I did. And I honestly, I think that was my very first time I did that. And then after that, I kept doing it over and over and over again. So I started to connect with people in accounting, in marketing, and really got insight into kind of like what jobs I wanted to get into. And I also learned that the first job that you pick isn't necessarily going to be the job that you're always going to be doing for the rest of your life. You know, a lot of people that I've talked to, they started working maybe in psychology, like they graduated from a school doing psychology, but they ended up working in marketing, or they worked in accounting, or they did another cool program and they did another job. So the options are really limitless. You know, you're not ever limited to one career your entire life. If you want to make that change, feel free to do that. And I think that for me at least, connecting with different people and realizing what their experiences were like, and or people who are far into their careers and they're in the space that I really want to change into or start working right away, whether it was in marketing or accounting, HR, etc. I would connect with these guys and, you know, find a way to, you know, learn more about their industries, and naturally the conversation about, you know, hiring and opportunities in their company or other companies would just come up. I think that's really important for a lot of people to realize, is that you don't want to come off as someone who's like, who wants to connect with someone for the sake of getting something out of it right away. I think coming into a networking opportunity, whether it's a coffee chat, a speed networking event, just with like pure legit curiosity, like not knowing something and wanting to know more about it, is probably the best way you can put yourself forward in a lot of situations in the future. So yeah, I would say those are probably like my top 3 things that have really helped me stay motivated in things. So, you know, 1, having kind of a clear thought and our goals and maybe some small things that I can do to achieve them, to realistically achieve them as well. You know, people that have also achieved those goals that have, you know, can support me with kind of like how I want to learn and get there as well. And lastly, having those constant reminders, whether it's like on a vision board or a notebook, anywhere like that. So yeah, I think that's probably it. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll make sure to, you know, make these videos maybe in the future if you guys prefer it. Like, I'm not really sure. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. And I'll see you guys in the next one.